Hello everybody, welcome to Simply Be. So today we have a flow focused all around moving with compassion. So when we're holding our strong poses, when we're faced with challenge and discomfort, just starting to notice how we're talking to ourselves. Are we offering words of encouragement, kindness and compassion, or are we berating ourselves and telling ourselves we aren't good enough? So today we're going to be focusing on changing the narrative, changing that inner conversation, that inner voice, and allowing yourself to be who you are, what you are, and exactly where you are. When you're ready, we're going to come into a nice hero's position at the back of the mat. If you have a block, it can be quite nice to put the block between the legs and sit on the block. It gives you a little bit more space. If not, just come to the back of the mat, kneel down, sit the hips over the bum. That doesn't make sense. Sit the hips over the heels and bring the hands into the lap. Just gently close the eyes. So if this doesn't feel comfortable, we can take a different seated position. And just for a moment, allowing yourself to arrive on the mat. Letting go of anything that's happened today, anything you've got left to do today, just allowing yourself to be in this moment. Just starting to connect to the breath, breathing in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 5. If the mind is busy, if it is drifting off, can we gently bring it back to the breath? And releasing control of the breath. On the inhale, slowly open the eyes, lift the arms towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, close the eyes back down and take a moment to set yourself an intention. One of moving with compassion, talking to yourself with kindness and understanding, and accepting where you are right now. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Gently flicker the eyes open, walk the hands forwards, come to all fours. So just gently bringing movement into the spine. On the inhale, lift the gaze, lift the chest. On the exhale, round, tuck the chin in, tuck the tailbone in, send the chest towards the ceiling. Inhale, coming forwards, drop the belly, drop the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale to round. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, round. Tuck the toes under. On the inhale, bring the chest forwards, and on the exhale, walk the hands back so we're sitting onto our toes. If the toes aren't quite tucked under, use your hands to guide them under. So this is quite strong. Come out at any point. So we're holding this pose. We're feeling into the feet. And when we're faced with that discomfort, start to notice how you're talking to yourself. On the inhale, lift the arms to the sky. On the exhale, hands through heart center and they interlace at the bottom. Inhale, lift the palms to the chin, squeeze the elbows in. Exhale, send the hands away around the spine. Inhale, lift to the sky. Exhale, hands come behind the head. So we've still got them interlaced, they're on the back of the head. Inhale, lift, open up the chest. Exhale, release the chin to the chest, squeeze the elbows into the face. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. This time on the inhale, lift the arms, lift to the sky. Exhale, hands come through, heart center. We're walking forwards into our tabletop, coming off the toes. Take a moment, we can pad the feet out just to bring some life back into our toes. And we're tucking the toes back under, and on the exhale, lifting back to our downward facing dog. Take any movements your body needs, maybe walking out the feet, bending the knees, maybe we need to wiggle those toes a little. On the inhale, walk the hands back towards the legs. Take either elbow and exhale, dangle over, taking a micro bend in the knees. Release the arms, inhale, slowly roll to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae, head and neck come last. Feeling I'm going to hit my head, not quite. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center as we fold over. Inhale, lift, come up halfway. Exhale, walk the hands forwards, coming into your high plank. We're going to pause here. So the weight is over the wrists. Shoulders are stacking over the wrists, pressing the hands into the earth, lifting the chest. Tuck the tailbone under, find the belly button. Take a breath. The shaking, the wobbling that begins to happen is a good thing. That is your nervous system waking up, your body building strength, building resilience. Notice where your mind is. How are you talking to yourself right now? On the exhale, hips straight to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forwards, high plank, and on the exhale, drop the knees, followed by the hips, child's pose. Inhale, forwards, tabletop. Exhale, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, followed by the hips. Inhale, forwards, tabletop. Exhale, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, take the gaze forwards and step the feet to the top of the mat. Rise up halfway when you get there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach for the sky, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach. On the exhale, send the weight into the heels, sink the hips, come into your chair pose. Hands are at heart center. So our feet are hip width apart so that our knees are having to support themselves instead of support each other. Holding here for 5 breaths, lift the chest, send the weight into the heels. See if we can sink a little lower. Lovely, we're going to pulse. On the exhale, sink a little lower, and on the inhale, press halfway. Exhale, sink a little lower. Inhale, press halfway. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, one last time. Exhale, inhale, stand tall, reach the arms. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift the chest, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach for the sky, stand tall. Exhale, sink the hips, hands to heart center in our chair pose again. We're hugging the belly button in. We're not sticking the bum out, but we're not tucking the tailbone under. We're finding neutral. Feel the strength in your legs and notice how you're talking to yourself. On the inhale, start to stand tall and pick that right leg up towards the chest. We can keep the toes on the earth if that feels more comfortable. On the exhale, slowly bend that left leg, take the right foot to the ground, sink the hips, take a breath. Pressing into the earth, inhale, start to stand tall and bring that left leg up. We can keep the toes on the earth if that feels more comfortable, if we need extra stability. If not, lift it right up into the chest, find the core. On the exhale, bring that left foot down, sink the hips. Inhale, stand tall, reach the arms. Exhale, fold, forwards, weight is in the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, come up halfway. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, arms reach for the sky, stand tall. Exhale, sink the hips, chair pose. We're not there yet. We're only just beginning. So I want you to send your weight right into that right foot. Start to come up onto the left toe. So option to stay here and hold. Or we're going to pulse. Picking that left foot up, squeezing the foot into the glute. On the exhale, step it back, tap the toes down. Inhale, tap the foot forwards next to the right. Exhale, step back, tap. We're not stepping, we're just tapping. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, forwards, keep low in that right leg. Exhale, tap it back. We've got one more. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, everyone step back. Inhale, rise, high lunge. On the exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, lift to the sky. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. This time on the exhale, as we take the arms down, take the knee down, tap it down. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, release that left knee down, tap it down. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Send the weight forwards into the right leg, and on the inhale, gently step that left foot to meet the right foot. Sink the hips. Inhale, stand tall for the relief in that right leg. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, sink the hips, chair pose. This time, send the weight into your left leg, start to come up onto the right toes. Option to stay here and hold, keeping the hips low. Or on the inhale, pick up the right foot. And on the exhale, tap it back to the back of the mat. Inhale, step forwards, tap. Exhale, tap the toes back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. We're moving with control. Inhale, forwards. This time on the exhale, everyone step back. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, release the arms down, take them wide. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release, tucking the hips, the ribs down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release, find stability from within. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. This time on the exhale, we're going to tap that right knee down. Exhale, send the arms down, send the leg down. Inhale, stand tall, high lunge. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, tall. Exhale, down. Inhale, tall. Exhale, down. Inhale, tall. Last time, exhale, tap it down. Inhale, stand tall, and exhale, hands to heart center. Send the weight forwards into that left leg, and on the inhale, gently step the right foot to meet the left, sink the hips. Inhale, stand tall, reach the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, sink the hips, chair pose, weight is in the heels. Keep the gaze lifted, lift the chest. Send the weight into that right leg, come up onto the left toes. Option to stay here as we did before. Or inhale, pick up the left foot. Exhale, tap it back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, tap it back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. This time, everyone, exhale, step it back, come into your high lunge. Inhale, arms reach. Straight into our pulses. Exhale, release that left knee down. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, left knee down. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, left knee down. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, release. Inhale, tall, and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, open the arms wide, come into your warrior two, drop that left heel, bend into the right knee. Release the shoulders. So you want to feel like we're pulling our feet together, pulling up through pelvic floor. Find the breath and notice how you're talking to yourself. Can we offer words of encouragement when faced with challenge? Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, both hands meet the mat, pick the back heel up. Inhale, step back, high plank. Pause here, weight is over the wrist. Option to drop the knees at any point. Lift the chest, squeeze the belly button in. Exhale, hip straight to the sky, downward facing dog. Feet come together at the back of the mat and on the inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot between the hands, press into the big toe. Inhale, start to rise, high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. So here, take a little micro bend in the left knee, tuck the tailbone under and draw the ribs down. We're finding stability from within, we're holding here. We're going to bring the palms into Lotus Mudra, so the base of the palms together, little finger and thumb together, and the rest of the fingers wide. If it feels comfortable, gently close the eyes, feel into the pose, feel the strength in your body, feel those wobbles. Finding strength from the discomfort. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky, lift the gaze. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, send the weight into the right leg, send it forwards. Exhale, step the left foot to meet the right, sink the hips. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Make sure the feet are hip width apart. Mine have crept back together. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, sink the hips, chair pose. Sending the weight into that left leg, coming up onto the right toes. Option to stay here with the hips sinking low, or on the inhale, pick up the right foot. On the exhale, step it back, tap the toe down. Inhale, forwards, knee to the chest. Exhale, step it back. We can also tap to the earth. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, tap back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. This time on the exhale, everyone step back, high lunge. Inhale, arms to the sky, we're straight into our pulses. Exhale, drop the right knee, release the arms. Inhale, stand tall. Option to stay in your high lunge. Exhale, drop the knee down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Drop that right heel, open up the arms. And feel like we're pulling the feet together. Find stability, pull everything up into the midline. Find the breath. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, both hands meet the mat, pick the back heel up. Inhale, step back, high plank, pause here, weight is over the wrist, press the chest towards the sky, take a breath. Exhale, hip straight to the sky, downward facing dog. When your body starts to tire, as your muscles start to ache, what's going on in your mind? Often our mind gives up before our body really needs to. If you push yourself forward, make sure you're moving with compassion, understanding and acceptance. Bring the feet together at the back of the mat and on the inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lotus mudra, palms together, little fingers and thumb, and then open up the hands. If it feels comfortable, gently close the eyes. Make sure you've got that micro bend in the back knee to tuck the tailbone under and draw the ribs down. Really feel into the pose. If you're a little wobbly, keep the eyes open. By taking away our sight, we start to draw our attention inwards. We start to listen to the body and listen to the mind. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, send the weight forwards into that left leg. Exhale, gently step the right foot to meet the left, sink the hips. Inhale, stand tall, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, hooking the peace fingers around the big toes. Inhale, lift the chest, come up halfway. Exhale, fold forward, weight is in the toes. Take as much bend in the knees here as you need. This pose doesn't look challenging, but it takes as much compassion to allow yourself to bend the knees and soften as it does to push yourself through challenge. Release the toes, inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, both hands meet the mat, and on the inhale, high plank, step all the way back. Exhale, drop the knees, followed by the hips, child's pose. Feel the stretch in your glutes, reach the arms forward. Ground through the fingertips, inhale, rise to tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Bringing the feet together at the back of the mat, inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot between the hands, press into the big toe. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, send the weight forwards, and on the exhale, take the right arm back into a twist. So if this twist feels too much, take the left arm back, right arm forwards for a more open twist. So here we're using our core. We're hugging the belly button in, we're pulling the feet together and opening up the chest. Notice what's happened to the hips. Can we bring them level? Find the breath. Exhale, release that right hand down. Inhale, lift the left arm to the sky. Exhale, left hand meets the mat. Inhale, right arm to the sky, twist. On the exhale, right hand meets the mat. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, followed by the hips, child's pose. Inhale, forwards, tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Feet come together at the back of the mat, and on the inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot between the hands, press into the big toe. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Draw the ribs down, find that tuck of the tailbone. Inhale, send the weight forwards. Exhale, left arm back for a twist. So gaze follows the left hand. Take the scan of your body, starting at the soles of your feet. What's happened to that back heel? Can we lift it high? Can we engage that left quad, right quad, left as well? Can we find stability from the center? Feel the wobbles. Feel the body building strength. Exhale, release that left hand down. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, right hand meets the mat. Inhale, left arm to the sky for a twist. Exhale, left hand meets the mat. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, followed by the hips, child's pose. Often when we hold the strong poses, it takes more strength than if we flow through them, because we're pausing, we're really allowing that pose to tire out our muscles. We're feeling the aches, we're feeling the pains, we're opening up to discomfort. Ground through the fingertips, inhale, rise to tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Feet come together at the back of the mat, and on the inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, rise, high lunge. We're using the belly muscles to help us rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, find that tuck of your tailbone. Inhale, weight forwards, arms forwards. Exhale, right arm back. Take the gaze to that left hand. On the inhale, open up the arms, keep the bend in the front knee, and open to warrior two. From warrior two, bringing the hands into heart center, into lotus mudra. Base of the palms together, little fingers and thumb, and then the other fingers open wide. If this feels comfortable, gently close your eyes. Start to scan into your warrior, pressing into the outside edge of that left foot, bending into the right knee, and feel like we're pulling everything up into the center. So our lotus mudra represents beauty rising from darkness, strength from discomfort. When we face challenges on our mat, we're building resilience. We're building strength, both in the mind and in the body. And as we pause here in stillness, how are you talking to yourself? What's going on in the mind? Inhale, open up the arms, open up the eyes. Exhale, both hands meet the mat, pick the back heel up. Ground through that left hand, inhale, right arm to the sky. So we've got two options here. We can drop the knee before we do come into our side plank, or come into your side plank with the knee lifted. Wherever you are, drop the left foot down. Inhale, step back, stack the feet, or step the right foot in front of the left. Lift the hips, lift the right arm. Find strength. Keep pressing up towards the sky, lifting the side body. Exhale, right hand meets the mat, high plank, lift the chest. Exhale, knees meet the earth, followed by the hips, child's pose. Inhale, rise up to tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, rise, high lunge, hug the belly button in as we rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, send the weight forwards, send the arms forwards. Exhale, left arm back for our twist. Take the gaze to that front right hand, keep the bend in the knee. Inhale, open up, warrior two, drop the back heel. When you feel stable, when you feel secure, bring the hands into lotus mudra and gently close the eyes. So with the eyes closed, we can really feel into the pose. We forget what it looks like. So our feet feel like they're magnetized, they're pulling together. We're activating the legs, we're squeezing in up the pelvic floor, hugging the belly button in, drawing the ribs down. And with every inhale, puffing up the chest. So the lotus flower grows in dark, muddy waters. Hence the beauty rising from darkness. Inhale, open up the arms, open up the eyes. Exhale, both hands meet the mat, pick the back heel up, ground through that right hand. Inhale, left arm to the sky for a twist. Option here to drop that right knee or step straight back to your side plank. We can bring that right knee under the chest if we need support. Again, move with compassion, listen to your body. Lift the hips. Find length in the side body, lift the chest. Exhale, left hand meets the earth, come to your high plank. If the knees dropped, pick them back up. Or stay with the knees on the earth, with the core engaged. Make sure you have the core engaged wherever you are. On the exhale, hips straight to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, take the gaze forwards towards the hands, step the feet to the top of the mat, come to seated. Wiggle, find the sit bones, lift the chest. Option to keep the heels on the earth or lift the feet. We're coming into our boat pose. We're almost there. So we've got the option to do this with the heels on the earth and just release the back down. Or with the feet lifted, we're going to extend the legs and sink halfway. Hold. We can keep the heels on the earth. Make sure we're hugging the belly button in, shining the heart forwards. Breathe. Find that discomfort. Know that it's temporary. Enjoy the wobbles, enjoy the shakes. Can feel it in my body. Exhale, lower all the way down, lie on your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Take a gentle rock from side to side. Take a few nice deep breaths. Coming into our happy babies, so shining the soles of the feet towards the sky. Knees come towards the armpits, taking either the shins, the ankles, or the outside edges of the feet. Draw the knees toward the armpits. Open up the hips. Relax the shoulders down. See if we can draw the tailbone towards the earth as well. Release the feet, bringing the soles of the feet together, knees wide. And taking either elbow above the head if this feels comfortable. And just relax. Let go of the breath. Let go of control. We can keep the arms as they are or open them into a T shape or a cactus shape. Wherever we are on the exhale, bring that left knee to meet the right, taking a twist. Gaze goes over that left shoulder. Just relax the body down, let go of whatever you're holding on to. Inhale, bring the knees to the center, and on the exhale, take them to the other side. Gazes over that right shoulder. And just allow gravity to do the hard work for you. Allow the earth to support you. And every day, Find a twist. Find movement in the spine and the back muscles. Our spines are supposed to be flexible, they're supposed to move around in all directions. Give it time, move with compassion and acceptance. Inhale, bring the knees to the center, hug the knees up into the chest, take the hands behind the legs, and we're going to gently rock to seated. Finding any comfortable seated position with the hands either on the knees or in the lap. Gently close the eyes. And as we exhale, allow the shoulders to fall away from the ears. Allow the body to soften. Just listening to the sensations within the body. Becoming aware of the mind. Even in stillness, as we sit here, notice how you're talking to yourself. If our minds drift off, maybe we're thinking about lunch or dinner or anything we've got to do today. Notice how you talk to yourself when you become aware. Can we softly bring our minds back to the breath without judgments? Without labeling anything. There is no right, there is no wrong, there is no good, there is no bad. There is what there is. Bring the hands to heart center, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. One last time, fill the lungs. Let it all go. Bow the chin to the chest. Just appreciating who, what, and where you are right now. Thank you for following along with me today and allowing me to share this practice with you. Namaste. Thank you very much, everybody. If there's anything you want to see, anything you don't want to see, comment below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Like, subscribe, all of that lovely YouTubey stuff. And have a wonderful day.